Very few places in sports can bring the thunder like Autzen Stadium. Tonight, it's a true David versus Goliath. James Madison hopes to shock the world. It's the final game, round one of the college football playoff.
Time to kick this thing off.
The final game of round one of the college football playoff is underway. Fireworks fly here at Autzen. Ryan on the kickback. Spins, rather. Whittington all the way out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line, so that is pretty good field position. The toss to Whittington to begin. He turns the corner. He's down the sideline to the first down.
And you just see Noah Whittington averaging just under 7 yards per carry, 774 yards on the season.
Screen, and that's good for a first down to Jeremiah McClellan. And boy, have Malik Benson and Jeremiah McClellan stepped up in their absence. Good protection and a delivery again to McClellan from Dante Moore. Another Ducks first down. Four-man rush. He's well protected again. He's going to take a shot at the seam. In stride, Jabari Jensen. Touchdown.
You see Jamari Johnson, the transfer from Louisville, stretching out, breaking the plane, getting Oregon on the board here early.
But when you've got tight ends that can play like wide receivers, Lewis, what a luxury.
Yeah, this is Jamari Johnson with a great release and then just releasing outside the hash up the seam. Trent Hendrick can't catch up to him. Oregon takes the early lead.
Wayne Knight. Not much on first down. Right into the arms of Amari Washington.
They're going to want to try and take some shots and test these young corners for Oregon down the field in one-on-one situations.
High snap. Barnett. Tipped ball, and it falls in no man's land. It looked like Tatum. Tuioti got a fingertip on the football.
And Alonzo Barnett was trying to come back inside. Looked like he was trying to hit Jalen Sanchez, number 0, the transfer. Maybe trying to get that ball back over the middle to maybe the tight end, Josh Pfeiffer. Tatum Tuioti, the leading sacker on this Oregon defense, is getting those big paws up in the air, causing ball disruption.
Barnett pulls it and gets spun back. Another blitz on the way. Barnett didn't see it, batted ball. It looked like Tuioti knocked it down again.
You're going to see Tuioti right here just coming inside on the stunt. And he gets right in the line of sight as he tries to get that ball to tight end Lakota Dupree.
That quick strike for Oregon had to put a little bolt of fear into the defense for JMU as they crowd the line here. Pass out to the edge. Dyer Hill. The freshman gets loose down the sideline. Dyer Hill Jr. And they finally ride him out at about the 32.
He said he thought that they had enough to slow down the running game. It was the one-on-one situations out here on the perimeter. And you see Dyer Hill, he's able to beat the corner, Justin Eaglin, and then get loose down the sideline. And they have got some guys now that can absolutely fly. Just look at that stiff arm. I'm not going to say it's Derrick Henry-esque, but it's good enough. But they have got some guys that can just absolutely go. And we haven't even seen Jordan Davison, the fantastic freshman, yet touch the rock, although number 0 is in the game in the backfield.
Right on cue. Davison tripped up at the 10-yard line. Jacob Thomas saved a touchdown.
And this here, you see it. You're going to see Davison just good outside on the perimeter and then get downfield. And you see the freshman, the other fantastic freshman, DeCorian Moore, with the block downfield.
Davison again to the 5-yard line. It'll be second down and goal. Keeper. Moore to the pylon and in. Another Oregon touchdown. Lewis, that's 2 touchdowns for Oregon on 9 total offensive plays.
He has to continue to make plays like this and move the chains for JMU to stay in this game.
Roll out, wants the throwback screen. And that goes nowhere. That goes backwards, and it looks like they'll say it's an incomplete pass. You said as an old safety, you're jealous about how Dylan Thiedemann gets to play.
Oh, he's lined up in it right now. It's perfect.
Another batted ball at the line of scrimmage. That time, Amari Washington to go along with Tatum Tuiotti's pair. That's 3 tipped passes at the line for the Oregon pass rush.
Big Amari Washington, you're going to see him right here, just working over the left guard, Carter Sweezy. You see there, he's able to get his hips cleared and get past, and then get his hands up and disrupt the throwing lanes. Alonzo Barnett only goes 6 feet tall.
This from 40, and you can see the percentage drops significantly. Tipped ball at the line.
It looks like it was big number 99, Terrence Green, all 6'5" of them. You're going to see him in the middle of your screen. Number 99. He's getting the big hands up in the air and just turning away James Madison.
Slant. Corian Moore back in the lineup after a 4-game absence. Makes his first catch.
Not very many at all, and it has paid dividends for him because, as you can tell, just by his body language and way in which he executes this offense, he's in control.
Pitch to De'Aaron Hill. Gets the edge. Stays in bounds. Touchdown. A 4-play touchdown drive, followed by a 5-play touchdown drive, followed now by a 3-play touchdown drive.
You're just going to get a pin and a pull, a lead. De'Aaron Hill just follows it in, and you're just going to see it here. Just watch the All-American tight end Kenyon Sadiq. You're going to see the left tackle, number 76, Isaiah World, just hat on a hat, and then it's just off to the races. Just stretch out those hamstrings and run, young man. You just see it here on the right side of your screen. I mean, that is just not the kind of drive chart that you want to have against a team like this. Otherwise, you have no shot.
Kenyon Sadiq has got the touch. He grinds out 3 hard-working yards.
But Kenyon Sadiq, fantastic prospect in his own right. He will hear his name called very soon in the NFL draft this spring.
Moore. Whole shot to the sideline. Jeremiah McClellan reaches back to make a terrific catch right in midfield for a first down.
Early on the field is the catch for a first down.
Jordan Davison down the sideline again. Into the red zone. Jacob Thomas brought down Jordan Davison, but not before he picked up 30 yards. Play action for Dante Moore. Floats one to a one-on-one. Backing up McClellan. Did he haul it in? Yes! That's another Oregon touchdown. There is a flag down.
Holding. Defense. Number 7. Penalties decline. Resulting play is a touchdown.
You're going to see Jeremiah McClellan just run the out and up on the nickelback DJ Barksdale. McClellan's able to fight through the hand fighting in the end zone and still track that football and bring it in. And there you see the fruits of all the labor and hard work that they have put in. It just continues to show on the football field.
Wayne Knight not finding any room. Loses a half yard. In college football, hard to root for one and against the other. As this handoff again, blasting into the secondary. As De'Aaron Hill looks like he has another first down for Oregon.
So he's going to have to take some chances to try and disrupt Dante Moore and throw him off rhythm. Because right now he's been able to do everything that he's wanted to do as far as the passing game is concerned.
Wide open, reaching back to make the catch is Sadiq. What an adjustment by Kenyon Sadiq.
Rolling on the field is a catch for a first down.
blocks. Look at Sadiq just get his body around, and Oregon gets his feet down, able to secure the football and not have it move as he hits the ground.
More off play action. A deep shot to the end zone. Drops it right down the chimney to Malik Benson. Another Oregon touchdown.
He's marching, let go.
5 touchdowns by 5 different players.
And just watch Malik Benson come off the line of scrimmage and try and square up the corner and then just turn on the jets. And Justin Eaglin just does not have the foot speed and is not able to get out of his pedal and turn and go fast enough. You have to know your competition and know when this young man comes off the line of scrimmage like that and basically has his head down and is just trying to gain ground. You better get out of your pedal and you better turn, especially if you don't have the foot speed to match. Dante Moore just continues to put on a show. He just drops it right in the bucket. And that was one of the things that the James Madison coaching staff was worried about. Do they have the speed on the perimeter to match up with this track team that Oregon has at the wide receiver position?
Make it to the college football playoff top 25, ranked 24th overall. A fake by Barnett. Sidearms one tipped and almost intercepted. Jericho Johnson.
And Jericho Johnson just lining up over the nose. Big number 77. Just watch him here. Watch him rush and then drop back and then get his hands up. You're going to see him here. He smells that something is up, and while he is trying to hold off the offensive lineman and find the football, he almost comes up with one of the big man plays of the game. He would have been off to the races.
They did not give Wayne Knight any progress, so it's a full 3rd down and 10. Swing pass to Wislowski, and he is brought down by Thieneman.
Whether they are at the point of attack or getting the football or not.
A floater over the middle, and Noah Whittington has a 1st down. Making the 9th time in the last 13 games this season that Oregon has gone over 30 points in a game, and this is 34 of their last 41 that they have scored 30-plus points. Toss, Pierre Hill. And he streaks out across the 30 to the 31-yard line, picks up 7.
I mean, it is like artwork out there.
Quick hit. Turning upfield. Getting out to the 47-yard line is Malik Benson, 16 more yards. Whittington. Across midfield. He's got 8. Now, Dan Lanning told us Malik Benson was a look team wide receiver when he first arrived. As Moore is going to take a shot. Guess who? Benson. Touchdown. Right on cue. So the guy that starts the year as a look team wide receiver and doesn't mind being on the scout team gets a chance to play with all the injuries. And boy, has he become an Oregon weapon. He does it again.
It's just poor eyes on the part of the corner, number 2, Elijah Culp. Well, actually, it's the safety that's out there, Tyler Brown. He's just in a position that he's not accustomed to being in. Alex, this football team, what do you think is going to happen? You let these guys run down the field uncontested. Dante Moore is going to find them.
Another blitz. Escape hatch closes for Barnett. Bear Alexander got there first.
And here you're going to see Bear Alexander, who we haven't called his name a lot, just get the upfield charge and win on the outside edge of the right guard and then just finish it off with the sack. I mean, him and Amari Washington.
Blocked punt. And it's going to be a scoop and score. Jaden Lamar runs it in.
You're going to see Purchase come off the edge of your screen right here, but just keep your eye on number 15, Lakota Dupree. Look at the effort that he gives. In this one-on-one protection, he ducks his head and basically cringes on contact and then backs right up into the punter. I mean, that's just unacceptable. just can't have that happen. This should be an easy punt. This should be something that James Madison's able to get off and put their defense back on the field instead. Oregon finds another way to put up more points. That's just the kind of thing that can't happen.
That's Jaden Lamar's 4th touchdown of the season.
If you're Lakota Dupree, you're going to look at this tape and you're going to go, that's just not the standard that we play to. It gets pushed right back into the punter's lap. Latash Napoy told us there's going to be some information gathering early on in this football game and see what they can, how JMU was going to try to attack them, and then they would lock in. And here they go.
Malik Benson cuts back, breaks a tackle, can't break another. But Oregon will start in plus territory.
And get some guys some playing time, because you never know who you're going to need as you continue to advance through these playoffs.
Backwards pass to Jeremiah McClellan. And he is breaking tackles down to the 31-yard line, a first down.
They have been the unsung heroes of this football team here down the stretch.
Dante Moore up the seam. McClellan again. It's 1st and goal.
Previously, that led to the touchdown that JMU just scored.
Direct snap to Jordan Davison. Speed to the edge.
Wow.
First down. Got Noah Whittington back in with Dante Moore in the backfield. And they will run it with Whittington. Stiff arms his way to the sideline and fights for 4 yards.
The outside run game has been where they have really hurt JMU here today.
Again, wide open to the sideline, Malik Benson. And Dante Moore puts it right on him for a first down. Run it with Davison. He slips at the 26-yard line, but he's got 5. And Lanning said his intelligence is a separator. He could line all 11 guys up, and they toss it to him again. I think he's got the first down. Davison and De'Aaron Hill are both top 10 running backs, and DeCorian Moore was the #1 wide receiver in our ESPN 300. Jaden Lamar with a jump cut. Atticus Sappington is going to get a chance to try one from 48. He made a 51-yarder in the final regular season game against Washington. That was the longest field goal made by an Oregon place kicker since all the way back in 2008. And that was his career high. So the transfer from Oregon State, now kicking for the Ducks. His biggest kick of the year by far. The game winner with 3 seconds to go against Iowa. And Dan Lanning said we never should have left it to him, but boy did he come through when he needed to. And he will come through here. Make it a 25-point lead for Oregon.
It's natural when you have a big lead like this to subconsciously in your mind start to let up and let your mind drift as a defender and not really lock in on the details. But this cannot be making Dan Lanning happy.
The pass rush now gets home. And down goes Barnett for the 2nd time tonight. But Ashton Porter gets sack #2 to make it 3rd down and 5. But Dante Moore will indeed go to victory formation. Don't have to worry about style points or votes anymore. Now it is just win and advance, and that is exactly what Oregon will do. 51-34 is the final. For Louis Riddick, Chris Budden, Stormy Buonantony, I'm Bob Wischusen. Thanks so much for watching.